Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. How are you all today? So again the new day and the new topic, and here's your teacher Adnan Asgar with you people on the live tech session. It has been a few days that we are passing the lectures, the sessions on the Facebook and on YouTube. I'm posting those. A humble request to you all, kindly subscribe my channel as soon as possible so that you can get the updates of my videos on YouTube. Today we are going to talk about the new topic that is again related to the speaking skills. Okay, generally it is the continuation of the yesterday's topic. Yesterday we learnt about some greetings and their responses. In that lecture I told you how to greet and what should be your answers when somebody is giving you the or they are putting the questions in front of you. Okay, the students are appearing. Okay, hello Mubarak, hello Kazim, good to see you people. Okay, we are gonna start the lecture today. So as I told you yesterday, we learned some new ways of giving the responses to the greetings. So today I am telling you about describing the things. Okay, before giving the descriptions, let me just clear a small pronunciation of this word to you people. Okay, generally we pronounce it like the description. Okay, description, it's not description, it's description. So similarly the word is describe, it's not describe. Okay, it's describe. So we can describe the different things, we can describe the different objects, we can describe different people, we can also describe the clothes, we can describe the personalities of the people, we can describe the objects which are present near to us. So today we are just going to learn about the objects, that how to describe the objects. We are not going to extend the lecture today, and apart from that, after describing, I will tell you that how to use this description in your talk, in your speaking skills. Okay, how can you improve, how can you practice at your home by using today's lecture. Okay, so before going towards the description, the describing the things, let me show you a small conversation. Okay, here you are. I have written down a small conversation here. As you can see it there, it starts from, excuse me, yes please, how are you? I'm pretty good. How do you do? Yeah, I'm doing good. Can I ask you something? Oh, of course, why not? Can you describe? Okay, I hope everybody can watch it and you listen it. Now what you have to do, you have to write down this conversation on your copy. Okay, or you just keep it in your mind, and later on I'll tell you that how to do the practice of this conversation when you are at your home. Okay, these are the techniques that I have already taught you in my previous lectures. Okay, like whenever you are going to talk to a stranger, to a friend who is doing his work, how will you start? You will start by excuse me, and then your conversation will go likewise. Okay, You can use this conversation anywhere you want, but today, in our today's lecture, we are just going to put the light on this topic, okay? Describing things. Okay? So today, as I told you, we are just going to talk about the description of things, okay? So this conversation is clear. I hope everybody have noted down, okay? So let me just tell you, okay, let me just tell you people, okay, let me just tell you people, whenever you are going to describe the things, you can use the simplest structures, okay, the structures that you are familiar already. Like you can use it is, you can use the structure of, it is, okay. For example, right now in front of you there is a mobile phone, so you can use it's a mobile. You can also use it is a mobile. You can also use the same structure for other objects to describe as well, okay. As I told you, describing the things, it means we are going to describe the objects today, okay. I will tell you that how to describe the objects, okay. It is a mobile, but I would prefer you people not to use this structure it, okay. Sometimes it might get confused and it might create problems in using it because we are not the native speakers, so we have to use the simpler ways, okay. So what I prefer, now it depends upon your use as well, okay. It depends upon your means knowledge whether you are using the difficult ones or not, but at the start I would prefer you people to use the structures of there is and there are, okay. The structures of there is and there are, these both structures are pretty much easier, okay. Mubarak, there is a blur on a copy, okay, no problem. I will share the video later on, just listen to my audio right now, okay. Okay, so as I told you, there is and there are, okay. If you are describing a singular noun, so you would use there is, then a or an, and then you will write down the singular noun, okay. Noun, the singular object that you are describing, okay. Okay, if you are using there are, then you would use there are, then you would write down the quantity, okay. The quantity should be in numbers like 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, and then you would write down the plural noun or the plural objects, okay. Now let's begin to do some practice on these both of the sentences right now. So as I told you to memorize the conversation, and then we are moving towards the description. So let me ask you to describe, now this is the question. My question is, describe your room. Okay, now just have a look at your room. The things that you are observing, either they are singular or they are plural. Just keep those things in your mind. For example, right now in my room I can watch a television. I can also observe a mobile phone. I'm also observing an air condition. I'm also observing two fans. I'm observing some tube lights like the lights. I'm also observing sofas. I'm observing the bed. I'm observing a remote. I'm observing the windows. I'm observing the doors, and etc. Okay, I have written down some names of the objects that are right now in front of me in my room. Okay, so now I am going to do the practice by using these. There is and there are. Okay, so right now I am using these sentences. I'm describing my room. Please understand the sentences, and then you will have to make such type of these sentences. Okay, so there is a television in my room. There is a mobile phone in my room. There is an air conditioned in my room. There are two fans in my room. There are three lights in my room. There are four sofas in my room. There is a bed in my room. There are two remote controls in my room. There are two windows in my room. There are two doors in my room. I hope you are clear. Whenever the object in my room was single, I was using there is, and whenever the object was in multiples, I was using there are. So I hope you have understood that where to use there is and where to use there are. Okay, then you can also use some extensions like some, any, much, and more. We'll put some light on those tomorrow. For today it is enough. What you have to do now, what you people have to do, you are going to look at this conversation for the practice of speaking. I'm going to share the picture of this. After looking this conversation, then you are going to ask each other this question. Okay, can you describe? Now you can describe. It is, we practiced description of the room. You can also ask the questions in which you can ask to describe your city, describing your home, describing your country, describing your street, and etc. Describing your school, nevertheless. Okay, So you are going to ask each other these questions, okay? Now, certainly, as I told you, first you have to think for a few seconds about if you are asked to describe the city, or if you are asked to describe your home, your country, your street, your school. So you are going to think for a minute, for a couple of seconds or minutes, then think of the objects that are present there, and then you will start speaking by using this structure. There is or there are, because these are the simplest ways to describe. So that's why I just gave you people the structures of these, okay? Fine. So now, after solving the conversation, after writing down the conversation, what you are going to do, you are going to talk with your friends on the WhatsApp group. You are going to share the homework with me. Your voice chat with your friend. Okay. So keep repeating the process for at least 10 to 20 times. Okay, keep repeating the same dialogues, the same description to improve your speaking again and again. Okay, so now let's move towards your questions. Okay, Abbas, as I told you, tomorrow in my next lecture I will tell you about the use of much, more, few, a few, lot of, many, some, any. Okay, so unless I teach you these things, do not go to use those things. Just use a or an, or use the quantity, the number. Okay, Mubarak, sir, where we use, Mubarak, with the vowel sounds you are going to use an. Okay, for example, an umbrella. Okay, for the consonant sounds you always use I. Okay, so Lama Ramfi, she has asked to pray for her family. Actually, we all are praying for each other because we are passing across a difficult time of the pandemic disease that is right now spread in entire globe. So we are praying for each other. May Allah bless us all. Okay, now if anybody from you have any question, they can ask me. Okay, Abbas, some difficult words for the pronunciation. At the start, I told you about the pronunciation of description. Okay, let me just tell you one or two more words in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so Abbas, okay, students, I am writing down a word ACCESS. Okay, so what is the pronunciation of this word? Normally, we pronounce it like S's. Okay, it's not S's, it's X's. It X's. Okay, X's means the approach. Hello, Samir. Okay, so similarly, the words like A, C, C, E, S, S, O, or Y becomes accessory. The words like A, C, C, E, S, S, O, or I, E, S, it becomes accessories. Okay, the next word of the day is CONVERSATION. CONVERSATION. Okay, so it generally, when we pronounce this word, we pronounce it like conversation, conversation. So it's not conver, it's conver. As I have told you, whenever er is used in the middle, it's silent. You can just skip it, okay? So the pronunciation of this word would become, you can pronounce it like this: convey, and then session. Okay, so it becomes conversation, conversation, conversation. You're not going to pronounce this R in this word, okay? It becomes conversation. So likewise, here is another word. It is related to the same word. So reservation. It becomes reservation. Reservation. It's not reservation. It is reservation. 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 Okay. So I hope everything is clear to you people regarding today's lecture. I'll be waiting for your homeworks. And again, I just request you people to subscribe my YouTube channel. I have shared the channel on my Facebook group, on my WhatsApp group. So just subscribe it and share it. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow with a new topic, with a new lecture. Allah Hafiz.